Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Kira Kira. This is episode 2 and we are continuing on the story. In the last episode we heard some awesome music. We had a band playing, it's pretty loud. And we found out that she's trying to break up something, but he does not want to. So, what will he do? Then there's a signal from the intercom. It's her. He mustn't act impatiently. He goes to the front door at a normal pace. When he opens the door, she steps in apprehensively. Come in. There's something I need to tell you. Meijima-san with a nice smile, but he's nervous wreck on the inside. At this point, she might show reserve. That's okay. This is fine. When I'm done, I'll be going. Something like that. When he was going over each step in his head earlier, there were so many questions at this point. If she doesn't answer clearly, then that means there's an opportunity and he mustn't waste a chance. Meijima-san anxiously waits her response.
いいよ。
Sure. Whoa. What? She accepts unexpectedly and steps into the house. She proceeds into the room casually. Meijima-san feels a little disappointed as he leads her to his room, but continues with his plan. He sits her down on the pillow and chats for a little while, then broaches the main subject. He tells her casually yet sincerely that he quit the tennis club. Then it's time for her response.
へえ、そうなんだ。
Oh, really? She's drinking the juice on the table without changing her manner. What? Meijima-san can't help but feel disturbed. Still to the manga, this would be an extreme close-up scene, but she acts normally. Absolutely normal. She isn't even paying much attention to what he just said. What is going on? She doesn't show some kind of reaction, negative, positive, surprise, or some kind of emotional change. There's nothing he can do. And I'm only good at tennis, and besides, you told me that you like me playing tennis. So I don't know how to put this. This unexpected situation is making Meijima-san uncertain. But he tries to feel out her emotion.
なんで？
What?
私、前島くんが何部だろうと、そんなの気にしないよ。
She's showing her normal smile. Oh. Okay. Well, then I didn't need to worry about that. Meijima-san can't hide his disturbance. He never even thought he'd get this reaction from her. According to the plan, she should have gotten a little emotional by this time. Then he'd continue by talking about his feelings, even added some memories to make her cry. But in this friendly chatting situation, even emotional memories won't do anything. Even so, he gives it a shot.
そうだね。そういうこともあったね。
His fears were on the money. She's full of smiles and listening to our memories. If this is how things are going, then quitting the club has nothing to do with breaking up. It isn't even an issue. Meiji-san was completely wrong. Anyway, according to the plan, she's supposed to be at her emotional climax by now, and he's supposed to ask her bravely to stay with him. However, the plan has already collapsed. Murphy's Law. Saying something like that in this situation is absolutely out of place. It's obvious. Should he continue with the original plan? Meijima-san decides to go through with it all the way. Charging full steam ahead is all he can think of right now. Simple is better. How brave. Like a Japanese army officer. Well. You know, if you don't mind, would you still go out with me? Well, I mean, be my girlfriend again? He says it far from bravely. He doesn't sound anywhere as calm and forcefully as he planned. Meijima-san is obviously frightened. She thinks for a moment. She's taken rather long. Maybe that means... ...
ごめんね。もう付き合えないよ。
Reality is hard. Meijima-san was expecting this response, but he still feels chills go down his spine when he hears her say it. So this is what being dumped is like. However, because she had to think so long, he still believed there's a chance. She was too sweet to answer right away. That's it. She knew the answer right away, of course. Stop. Don't even go any further. He ignores his better judgment, screaming at him, and asks one more time. Her reaction is different this time. She answers without delay.
ごめん。どうやっても合わないと思うんだ。わかんないけど、多分細かいことが蓄積してそう思ったんじゃないかな。性格とかいろいろ。根本的に無理だと思う。
Those are some fatal words. Little things add up. Not going to work. Those are especially important words. It doesn't help that she's being vague. If there are specific reasons, they can be solved. But if they are rather vague, then what's there to do? Ramen noodles are too greasy. This is a problem that can be solved. Just get less greasy ramen. I don't know why, but I just don't like ramen. But what about this? How can you convince someone to eat ramen if this is their complaint? Actually, I just don't want ramen. Ooh, ouch. That's basically it. As long as Meijima-san is who he is, it's impossible. That's what it means. Meijima-san knew this from the beginning. When she showed no reaction to his confession to the club, he was convinced that she had absolutely no interest in him anymore. She doesn't care if he continues to play tennis. That's why she showed no reaction. There is no use. However, even if he knows there's nothing else to do, he just has to do this. They both know that it's just him. The other party is simply thinking of him, and that's why she chose certain words to express her feelings. But that's not good enough for him. He dares make her say it in a more direct way. How dare you? Can you tell me more concretely? At what point did you start to feel that way? So is this what you mean? One after the other, such cruel questions came out from Meiji-san's mouth. Of course, her response is prickly.
自分がそうだからって他人もみんな裏があると思っているところとか、人のことばっかり考えてるふりしてるけど本当は自分のことばっかり考えてるところとか、理屈としては正しいことを言ってるのかもしれないけど言われたくないことをたくさん言うし。
So he's a jerk.
大事なことでも言う時によってコロコロ変わる。要するに心がない。
Oh, that's not harsh or anything. He knows those are his flaws, but it sounds so different hearing it from someone else's mouth. She actually says quite a bit more, but for the sake of brevity and to spare his feelings, no more needs to be written here. Oh, asleep. Comprendo. Seemed like she wanted to say more, but that was more than enough. Meijima-san is forced to accept the absolute truth without listening to the end. He shows a fake smile, but he can't hide the damage. The shock from his failed plan, and also listening to his flaw shave, made him completely groggy. But, you know, wasn't there some good stuff? He tried, but she's thinking really hard. Aw.
すごく優しいよね。
You're sweet, but she falls silent. Oh, that's okay. Sorry. Meiji-san withdraws his question and takes a deep breath and bows. Thank you very much for everything until now. His meek attitude slightly puzzles her. Alright, thanks for watching. Sounds right up, I gotta save, and it will be continued on in Kira Kira 3. Bye.